So right here, we're just going to be inside the Teams application. So I'll start out here on the left-hand side as we touched on these features before. This is going to be your basics. It's your activity feed. Anything that's going on, anything that you've been mentioned in, any unread messages will show up in this area. You can always filter that to go by your day. So say you want to start your day out by going through your unread messages or your missed phone calls from internal users. You can go through it that way. From there, you dive into the chat function. So this is one-on-one chats with the ability to add in more people as needed, as Taylor was saying earlier. It's really cool because you can collaborate on documents within that one-on-one feature. Say you're talking to somebody you're not quite familiar with inside the organization, you can simply hover over their name right here. You can go into the message chat. You can email them directly from here, but then you can also view them on the organization chart, which is something new that Microsoft had inside of here. That way, you know, if you are talking to somebody and they're out of office and you need an answer right away, you can go to either manager or somebody in that same position, get that answer right away. Inside the team section, this is going to be where the majority of the collaboration is going to happen. So you're going to be a part of different teams here. And you can filter them out by channels. You can add channels, add members if you do have those rights inside of there. But what's nice inside the chat feature here is you can mention anybody you want. So if we do need to talk to Adele, we can get her inside of that conversation. So inside of here, this is pretty cool. You can notice that Lee did post something in Mandarin. If you wanted to, you can get that translated. So then you can actually reply to that. With that as well, you can do the immersive reader option. The immersive reader will then pull this up and you'll be able to sound out the words in case you need something like that. Calendar option, as we went over in the PowerPoint. Again, going to be integrating with Outlook, going to be able to schedule calls as well as enter them in from there. This is going to be the calling feature, so anything internally, you'll notice that I'll have a voicemail here from Alex. Alex did just give me a call, and then we also do see our suggested calls, so people that you're contacting recently are going to show up right there. Again, files, can either be from your OneDrive, so anything inside of here that you do want to share out, you will have the abilities there. So those are going to be the basic features. What I want to take a look at a little bit more is all the applications and stuff that you can actually put into Teams. So a huge list, depending on what your business needs and wants are. You can do just about anything, even if you want to add in a weather app. Down here on the help icon, definitely a great area to go. So the training is huge. It's going to have short little bite-sized videos, easy to go through, easy to learn up on if you are curious about certain features of Teams. Also inside of there, going over all those new features, this is going to have everything new. That way you'll be able to stay up to date on all the awesome features that they're adding into Teams. Up here on the search bar, this is going to be one of the best features, in my opinion, is the find button. So say you want to find something and it's within the go-to market plan and you want to find something that said the word project. Let's try a different one. And my web browser might have froze there. Let's try that again. Let's try plan. That'll come up inside of that Teams of whatever conversations that you've had that have had that keyword in it. So really great. Once we get a good database information going on inside your internal organization, you'll be able to access that information there. Obviously, once we jump into this Teams here, you'll have different options up here where you can actually go to the product roadmap. You can look at all the files that have been collaborated, as well as wikis, things like that. Other things you can do in the search bar here with that / feature is be able to select availability. So that changes our meeting status over here. We went from busy to available, so you can do those quick shortcuts there. So this will be able to assign yourself as different modes. So right now I'm in the middle of a presentation. I have myself set as do not disturb. That means I'm not going to get anything inside my Teams area here. And then what's also great is setting a status meeting. So with this, going out to lunch, you're going to be at your lunch for an hour. You want everybody to know that. Go and select done. Now when anybody goes to chat you inside Teams here, it's going to show at the bottom, out to lunch for the hour. We'll be back to be able to answer those questions. If you ever have anything saved, messages that are very important, documents that you're looking at accessing all the time, that'll be in this area here. Settings, be able to have some customization of this. So go into dark mode if you want. I know a lot of people in the IT field use everything in dark mode. From there, you can always select your languages again if you're dealing with international stuff like that. Obviously, your notifications, if you don't want banners and emails, cut down those scrap distractions. You can organize everything and customize it here. Keyboard shortcuts, great little area. If you do start to memorize some of these to get to places quickly, you can also access that with the backslash keys. And that is going to pop this up as well inside of here. So you'll be able to cut through teams, go through things quickly. And I know we are approaching the top of the hour here. So we went through this pretty quickly. Just a high level overview of all the features. Again, all your calling, everything like that, that's going to be going on in here. If we did start a meeting, the features that we went over in the PowerPoint would pop up. So you would have that large gallery view, everything like that. And I know there were some questions in the chat. You can grant guest access into Teams. You can also send out meetings invites externally. There is a license option as well to provide a dial-in phone number for that. And so if anything like that does come up, go ahead and reach out to the folks at Northwest.
Awesome. Thanks, Joseph. Super great.